Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to crack open The Housemaid. It's a psychological thriller.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like if you mixed Gone Girl with The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
I love that.
We're going to really get into all the twists and turns and the characters, really get to know them.
Yeah, we'll be your guides as we unpack all those juicy themes, manipulation,
Oh, yeah.
hidden identities, and who really wants control. You'll have so many aha moments figuring this whole thing out.
Okay, so we're introduced to Millie, right?
Yeah.
She's a young woman, kind of trying to run from her past.
Right.
Wants a fresh start. She gets this job. She's a housemaid for the Winchesters. They're like this picture-perfect, rich family, living the dream, right?
The dream.
But here's the thing. Something's not right.
Oh.
Her bedroom's in the attic.
Uh-oh.
And it's locked from the outside.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? Red flag.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That is such a seed of unease right from the beginning.
Right.
So claustrophobic. And that lack of control, it just goes through the whole story.
Yeah. It's like you said, the locked door, it's like a real thing, but it's also
symbolic.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Nina Winchester.
Okay.
The lady of the house.
Yeah.
I don't even know. One minute she's complimenting Millie, the next she's accusing her of stealing.
Oh, wow.
Talk about walking on eggshells. It's more like walking a tightrope.
Right. And that's what's so fascinating. It's
Yes.
Is there something deeper going on? This psychological thing going on. Pay attention to how she acts, even the small stuff, because it affects Millie so much.
Okay. We got to talk about Andrew, Nina's husband.
Okay.
Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Successful, charming. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Something's off.
Right. You hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Appearances can be so deceiving.
Yeah.
And the author's playing with us with this gaslighting. Making Millie and us question everything.
Yeah.
You know?
So Andrew, he's using all that charm, that power to manipulate everybody.
Right.
Millie especially.
Makes you wonder about everybody's motives.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what really stood out to me?
What's that?
The power struggles
Oh, yeah.
between Millie, Nina, and Andrew.
Yeah.
The relationships are constantly changing as they find out secrets, hidden agendas.
It really is like a chess game.
It is.
They're all trying to control the situation,
Yeah.
some with money, some by manipulating, some are just desperate.
So who's the victim and who's the puppet master?
Exactly.
Remember that attic room?
Yeah.
Locked door, creepy vibe?
Yeah.
It keeps coming back.
Uh-huh.
And every time Millie's stuck in there, things get worse and worse.
It's like the room shows us Millie's mind,
Oh, wow, yeah.
She gets more paranoid
Feels trapped
by the Winchester.
by the Winchester.
And it's like that room becomes another character,
Yeah.
adding to the creepiness.
Totally.
But here's where it gets good.
Okay, tell me.
Just when you think you know what's going on.
Yeah. The book throws you a curveball.
Oh, I love that.
All your assumptions are challenged, and you're just racing to the end.
Yeah.
And the best part is,
Right.
it's free. You can get the ebook. We'll put the link below the video.
Oh, that's awesome.
And seriously, the ending is wild. We won't spoil anything,
Yeah.
but pay attention to the little things the author throws in. There are clues everywhere.
I love that.
It's leading you one way, but then, bam, something totally different happens.
I can't wait to unpack all that.
Me too. Okay, let's dig into some specific moments that really highlight those themes we talked about.
Sounds good.
What stands out to you?
Well, there's this one scene. Millie finds Nina's medication.
Oh, you mean that bathroom scene? Where
Yes.
Millie's cleaning and she finds all those pills?
Yeah, like a little mystery inside the big mystery.
Right. What's going on with Nina? Can we trust her?
Exactly. And it plays on Millie's paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know what's real anymore.
Right.
Is she seeing things wrong? Or is something really bad happening? It's so unsettling.
That's what makes psychological thrillers so good.
So good. You know what was interesting?
Yeah.
How Millie tries to find out the truth about Nina.
Oh, yeah.
Talking to other people to get information.
Yeah.
Her conversations with Enzo, the landscaper,
Mm-hmm.
and Patrice, one of Nina's friends. So revealing.
They give you these little pieces
Yes.
about Nina's past.
Mhm.
It makes her character so much deeper.
Right.
Her mental illness, being controlling,
Yeah.
and how fragile she is emotionally.
Man, it's all gossip and rumors, right?
All right. So you don't know what to believe.
Exactly. And then there's Millie's own past.
Oh, yeah, that adds a whole other layer.
She's a convicted felon. Like, that just complicates everything.
Big time.
Her relationship with the Winchesters, everything.
And hangs over her the whole time.
It does.
Like she's always going to get judged for it.
Right.
She wants a new life so bad.
Yeah.
But that record could ruin it all.
I know. Remember when Nina just blurts out Millie's past at that dinner party?
Oh, I felt so bad for her.
That's when everything changes.
Yeah.
Nina uses Millie's past as a weapon.
She does.
In front of everybody.
So humiliating.
No trust at all after that.
And it shows you who really has the power.
Yeah.
Nina. Even with all her problems, she has the money.
Right.
The social status.
Yeah.
She could ruin Millie's life just like that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Millie doesn't give up.
I love that about her.
Yeah, she's tough.
Yeah.
And then another crazy twist.
Oh, yeah.
We find out Cecilia, Nina's daughter.
Yeah.
She's not Andrew's.
What?
Yeah, not his biological child.
Oh, that changes everything.
It does. Like, what's really going on in that family?
Makes you think about their marriage.
Yeah, all the secrets.
And especially Andrew wanting a kid so bad and
Uh-huh.
Nina trying to get pregnant with this big secret.
It's like the author is weaving this web of suspense.
With tapestry.
A tapestry.
Yeah.
And then there's Millie and Andrew. There's definitely something between them.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
Like those late night talks.
Right. They open up to each other.
Yeah, they both feel trapped, but it feels dangerous.
Oh, it's totally toxic.
Right.
Like a mirror of Millie and Nina.
Yeah. And it all goes downhill from there.
It does.
Forget.
So, what did you think about Nina just leaving
I did not see that coming.
and then finding out what she was really up to? Crazy.
She was playing everyone
I know.
so manipulative. I can't believe she pulled it off.
She seems so unstable.
Fine.
But really, she was in control the whole time.
Totally. Using everyone to get what she wanted.
Like pawns in her game.
And what was her goal?
To get away from Andrew. From that whole life.
And then everything flips again at the end.
Right.
Millie, who we thought was the victim, she becomes the manipulator.
I know. When she locks Andrew in the attic,
Yeah.
like he did to her.
So satisfying.
I know.
But also kind of messed up.
It is. Makes you think about abuse and how it never ends.
Did she become the monster she was running from?
Right.
It's crazy that a book this good, with all these layers and twists,
I know.
is free.
It is.
Download The Housemaid. The link's below.
You won't regret it.
Okay, before we get to that crazy ending, let's talk about Millie's struggles.
Okay.
Throughout the book, you see her fighting her own demons,
Yeah.
trying to balance her past with wanting a better future.
Something a lot of people go through.
Don't you think?
Definitely.
It's interesting how prison changed her. Like, she's tough.
Resourceful. Resilient.
Like, when she's locked in that attic, she doesn't just sit there.
Right.
She figures out how to deal with it,
Yeah.
even without basic stuff.
Exactly. But prison also made her vulnerable.
Yeah.
She second guesses everything.
Mm.
Terrified of messing up and ending up back in prison.
That fear is, like, everywhere in the story.
Yeah.
It affects all her choices,
Everything.
relationships, how she acts around people.
It makes you think about the real world, too.
Yeah.
The stigma of being in prison.
Yeah.
How hard it is to come back to society.
It's not just part of the story. It makes you think about a bigger issue.
Exactly. The Housemaid makes you think about second chances.
And how we treat people who messed up.
Yeah.
Now, let's switch gears a bit.
Okay.
The book also looks at class and privilege.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Millie's life compared to the Winchesters.
Total opposites.
Right from the start, you see how different their worlds are.
That's what creates the power imbalance.
Yeah.
Millie needs the job.
Mm-hmm.
So she puts up with Nina's craziness
Right.
and Andrew's manipulation.
Because she has to.
She has to.
Nina and Andrew are so caught up in their privilege,
Totally.
they don't even see her as a real person.
Just the help someone to clean and make them look good.
That's like a classic story.
The haves and have-nots.
Exactly. And the book shows how those class differences
Yeah.
can cause so many problems.
Tension,
Resentment.
conflict.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how we treat people who aren't as well off.
Yeah.
Do we actually care about them?
Or are we just using them?
Right. Okay, let's talk about the ending. I won't spoil it. But it really makes you think about what's right and wrong.
It does.
Like, do the ends justify the means? Can people really change for the better?
Deep questions.
It's the kind of ending that you keep thinking about. Makes you question your own morals.
What would you do in that situation?
Yeah. It's such a thought-provoking experience.
The Housemaid is so well written.
It is.
Suspense, psychology, social commentary.
Messed up, but you can't put it down,
Yeah.
and you can get it for free.
That's amazing.
The link's below this video. Check it out.
You have to.
So as we wrap this up, what really stands out to you about The Housemaid?
That's a good question. I think it's the ending.
Yeah.
It's open-ended. It
Mhm.
makes you want to talk about it with someone.
Yes. Get their take.
Makes sense of it all.
I completely agree.
It just stays with you.
Like the whole book.
Yeah.
So well done.
This is so well done.
Well, that's our deep dive into The Housemaid. We hope you enjoyed it
Yeah,
and that you'll read it yourself.
definitely.
Keep those critical thinking skills sharp.
Yeah, because you never know who's hiding what.
Until next time, happy reading.
Oh, that bathroom scene.
Yeah.
It's like a mini mystery.
It is. Like, right? Hidden pills,
Yeah.
secret stash.
Yeah. Makes you wonder if we can trust anything Nina says.
Totally. And Millie's already on edge.
Right? Trying to figure out what's real and what's not.
Is it all in her head?
Exactly.
Or is there something darker going on?
That's what I love about these books, that uncertainty.
Yeah, you never know who to believe.
It keeps you guessing. Now, I thought it was so interesting how Millie tries to figure out the truth about Nina.
Oh, yeah, by talking to other people.
Yes. Like digging for clues.
Like a detective.
Exactly. And those conversations with Enzo.
Mm-hmm. The landscaper?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Patrice, Nina's friend.
They were like little windows into Nina's past.
Right. You get these glimpses
Mhm.
of her mental health struggles, how she's always been controlling.
And how fragile she is.
But it's all whispers and rumors, right?
You don't know if it's true.
Exactly. Which makes it even better.
Totally agree. And then there's Millie's own past.
Oh, yeah.
Being a convicted felon adds another layer.
Sure. It complicates everything.
Her relationships, everything.
It's like this weight on her shoulders.
It is. Remember when Nina just exposes Millie at that dinner party?
Oh my gosh, I cringed.
So brutal. I felt so bad for her.
It's a turning point in the story.
It is.
Nina uses that information like a weapon to
Yep.
humiliate her.
In front of everyone.
So much for trust.
It's gone. And you see how much power Nina really has.
Mhm.
Money, status. She could destroy Millie's life.
Just like that.
But Millie, she's tough.
So tough.
She doesn't break.
Nope. And then, talk about a twist.
Oh, yeah.
Cecilia, Nina's daughter, isn't even Andrew's.
Right. What?
It blew my mind. Like, what's the truth about this family?
Their whole marriage seems different now.
So many secrets.
Think about Andrew
Yeah.
wanting a child of his own so badly.
And Nina trying to get pregnant.
With this huge secret hanging over them.
It's like every chapter there's a new layer of complexity.
I know. And then there's Millie and Andrew.
Ooh, that tension.
Like those late night conversations, the way they open up to each other.
They definitely have a connection.
But it's all kinds of messed
It's
up.
like a train wreck you can't look away from.
I know. They both feel trapped,
Yeah.
but their relationship is so toxic.
Toxic. Like a
Yeah.
twisted reflection of Millie and Nina.
Totally. And then Nina just disappears.
I know. I was like, what is happening?
And then we find out what she was really doing.
She was playing everyone. Mastermind.
She was. Using them to get what she wanted.
Like pawns in her game.
And she wanted freedom.
Freedom from Andrew, from that whole life.
And just when you think the power dynamic can't shift anymore.
Right. Millie, the victim, she becomes the manipulator.
She does. When she locks Andrew in the attic.
Oh my God. Chills.
Felt so good.
It did. But it's messed up too, right?
So messed up. Did she become the monster she was trying to escape?
It makes you think. And to think, this amazing book,
I know. With all the twists and turns, the psychology.
it's available for free.
It is. We've got the link below.
You guys have to check it out.
Okay, before we get to that ending, let's talk about Millie's internal struggles.
Oh yeah, her journey is fascinating. It's so interesting how she's shaped by that experience.
Right, it's like it made her strong in some ways.
Yeah, like she's resourceful
Uh-huh.
and resilient.
So resilient.
She can handle all that pressure from Nina and Andrew.
Like when she's stuck in that attic,
Yeah.
she doesn't just give up.
She doesn't.
She uses what she knows about the house.
Yeah.
Thinks on her feet. Even without like basic stuff.
Exactly, but it also makes her so vulnerable. You know,
Mhm.
her past.
Yeah.
She's always second-guessing herself,
Ah.
terrified of making a mistake.
And going back,
Yeah, going back to prison.
you feel that fear the whole time.
You do.
It affects everything.
Every decision,
Yeah.
every relationship.
How she sees the world.
And it makes you think about, like, the bigger picture,
Yeah.
the stigma of having a record,
Yeah.
how hard it is to start over.
It's like The Housemaid isn't just a thriller.
Right.
It's a commentary.
On the system.
Yeah. And how it affects people long after.
Yeah.
It makes you think about second chances.
And how we judge people who made mistakes.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about something else the book digs into.
What's that?
Class privilege.
The difference between Millie's life and the Winchesters' world is huge.
Oh, yeah, it's like night and day. From the very first page you see it.
Right.
She walks into that house, it's like a different universe.
High-tech gadgets.
Designer everything.
And that difference, that's where the power imbalance comes from.
Exactly. She needs this job so badly.
Right.
She'll put up with anything.
Nina's mood swings.
Yeah.
Andrew's manipulation.
Because she needs that stability.
Yeah, she needs a roof over her head.
But Nina and Andrew, I don't even see her.
As a person.
As a human being.
Just the help.
Yeah, someone to keep things tidy.
Keep up appearances. It's the classic.
Haves and have-nots.
Right.
The book shows us how those differences can create problems.
Present conflict.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder,
About,
how we treat people who don't have as much.
do we really see them?
Do we care?
Yeah.
Okay, the ending.
Ooh, the ending.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Good.
But it really makes you think
Right.
about right and wrong.
Morals.
Yeah. Do the ends justify the means?
Yeah.
Can people really change?
Big questions.
It stays with you.
It does.
Makes you question your own sense of,
Justice.
yeah, justice.
Like, what would you do if you were in that situation?
It's a powerful ending.
The Housemaid is such a good book.
It's so well written.
Psychological.
Makes you think.
And you can get it for free.
You can't beat that.
The link is below this video. Don't miss out.
It's so...
So as we wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
what are your final thoughts on The Housemaid?
For me, it's that ending. It's just so...
Unsettling.
Yeah. Unsettling.
Trying to talk about it.
You need to process it.
Yeah.
It's not easy to digest.
I agree.
Like the whole book, really, it stays with you.
It does. It's so well done.
It is.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dives into The Housemaid.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed exploring this book with us.
And we hope you'll read it yourself.
And as always,
Stay sharp.
keep those critical thinking skills honed.
Because in this world,
Yeah.
you never know who to trust.
Until next time.
Happy reading.